Infinite Void Pure Data Tutorial by Infinite Void. In this video, we'll cover the key differences between send and receive versus send tilde and receive tilde. Before we start, I'll mainly be using slides and pre-made patches instead of building the patch from scratch, so I can explain the concepts more clearly. If you would like to follow along, you can pause the video and recreate the patch, or download the tutorial patch from the description. Thank you for your understanding. The tilde symbol means audio signal. When tilde symbol is added or present at the end of the object, it means we are working with audio signals. The tilde symbol is circled in red. When tilde symbol is omitted, we are working mostly with messages and controls. Objects without tilde symbol send controlled data messages such as numbers, symbols, lists, or bangs. Comparison chart table. There are two columns. First column is object. Second column is type. Let's cover the first row, which object is send and receive, and the type is using messages. Let's cover the last row, which object is send tilde and receive tilde, and its type is using audio signals. Used for chart table. There are two columns. First column is send and receive. Second column is send tilde and receive tilde. Let's cover left column parameters, triggers, control, values, tempo, pitch, value switches. Let's cover the right column, sending audio signals between distant parts of a patch, large module patches, effects, routing, oscillator signals. The tilde symbol is circled in red. Send and receive can be written in two different ways. The full written name, send or receive, or in abbreviation form of either S or R. There are two types of send and receives, one that is without the tilde symbol and one that is with the tilde symbol. The tilde symbol means audio signal. Objects without the tilde symbol mean send controlled data or are known as messages, as explained earlier in the video, but we now have examples to work with. We have given send and receive a name. The name given is value 1. The second example uses S and R, and we've given them names of value 2. When I slide the sliders, you will see the messages being sent into the controls or parameters. We can use this to control the values. Send or S, or send tilde or S tilde takes a single argument, which is the name associated with a particular send or S or send tilde or S tilde object when sending the data to its receiver. Object that is either receive or R, or receive tilde or R tilde with the same name associated. If you use multiple send or S or send tilde or S tilde objects that use the same name, only one signal is effectively used. They do not mix together, and the same name cannot be used more than once. You will run into issues where the second send with the same name doesn't send messages to the receiver object. Receive or R, or receive tilde or R tilde. I'll explain this using the current example displayed on the screen. We have given send and receive a name. The name given is example 1. In these examples, we'll cover that only one name can be used when naming send or receive objects. Otherwise, they malfunction, especially when you create a second send object with the same receive name more than once. The second send tilde example 1 isn't being received to the receive tilde example 1. No sound was generated into DAC tilde when the slider is moved. The second example uses S tilde and r tilde. And we've given the names of example 2. And to not repeat myself so much, I'll scrub through the horizontal slider and you'll see it malfunctioning with the same given name. No sound is generated into DAC tilde. So best practice in this case is to use different names for each send and receive. In this final example, we'll cover using different names and you'll see them working both fine. I've given my send and receive different names. In the first example, the first name given was name 1 for send and receive init functions. The second name given was name 2 and send and receive init functions. Then we will swap the naming convention for send and receive with S or R. The first name given was S1 and send and receive init functions. The second name given was S2 for send and receive init functions. We can also do send and receives with GUI atom boxes. If you don't recall what GUI atom boxes are, they are these objects. You can even take these simple ideals and use it into more advanced patches, and also it can help you organize and clean up the patch because you don't always need to write an object connecting to send and receive signals, as it's built inside the properties. It's sort of like hiding the details, but it makes the patch visually more appealing. Let's take a look at this example, pulling from a previous tutorial video, the one where we create a simple sequencer. We can add additional things such as a message controls that control the tempo and the sequence of the oscillator. Let's analyze this patch. By opening properties, you can add the associated name into the message properties within send symbols or receive symbols. I'll provide you with 2 examples, and I think by seeing how to do this, it becomes self-explanatory. In the properties of tempo chooser, we'll enter the send symbol of tempo, which connects to our tempo. I've labeled with the text tempo chooser, which basically gives it a name. In the properties of sequence chooser, we'll enter the send symbol of sequence, which connects to our sequence. I've also labeled it with the name text sequence chooser, which basically gives it a name. I hope all this made sense because you reached the end of this tutorial video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! As previously mentioned in another video, I have a digital online book on the software puredata. You can find the link to the website below in the description box. This book is updated on the go. The update will be made when a puredata tutorial video is published onto my YouTube channel. You can find a link to the code in the description box. I upload my code to GitHub. I believe it's important to make your code available so that others can learn from your code. This is why I often share and upload my code to GitHub, so it can help others grow. Thanks for watching!